Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Irresistible and I'm a manifestation and soul realignment coach. My channel is geared towards helping you become your highest potential so that you can create and live the extraordinary life that is your birthright. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how there is always movement, even if you do not see it. But before we get started, just a quick reminder that I have both email and video coaching. If you need help in manifesting your desires, then you can definitely check out the options below in the description. I've also just recently added emergency coaching where you can get a response within 24 hours. So you can definitely check that out. At the moment, I can't offer that for video coaching for multiple reasons, but for now, you can use email coaching to reach out to me when you require very quick response. And of course, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon in order to receive a notification anytime I upload a new video. So let's get started. Just because you don't see movement in your 3D in physical reality, it does not mean that there is no movement. So first, let me explain what I mean by movement. Movement is seeing signs of the unfolding of your desire. So it could be something as simple as you start affirming for self-concept in relation to love, and you're affirming for your SP, and then you start seeing movement in the form of other people showing interest. That is movement. Even though it's not yet your SP, just because you're affirming for self-concept, you're going to start seeing movement. And even if you're affirming specifically for your SP, you're gonna still see movement in that form. So that is an example of movement. Or for example, if you are also manifesting your SP, you may start seeing them interacting with you on social media. They might start liking your photos or viewing your stories. So something they have not been doing in the past, they start doing it. So you start seeing these kinds of things happening in 3D that are visible to you. That's first of all what we mean by movement. Or for example, if you are manifesting a new job, you might start receiving requests for interviews. That is movement. Or if you are manifesting money, you might start getting clients who are interested in working with you, or you start receiving small amounts of money. Maybe your aunt will give you some money, or some money of some form starts to come in. It might not be the amount of money you're manifesting, but you start seeing some form of it show up. This is what we call visible movement. You're seeing it. You're actually seeing this movement happening, and you're starting to see that this is a sign that my manifestation is on its way to me. It's starting to happen. Now, just because you don't see anything visibly, it does not mean that it is not happening behind the scenes. This is where people start to say, where's the movement? I don't see movement. Nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. And I spoke about this in the law of thought transmission. I will link the video above. When you do affirmations of any form, you are activating something in someone, right? And that is causing them to think about you. Even if you're not thinking about someone specific, like you're thinking about manifesting love in general, and someone out there knows you, you're gonna activate something within them, even if you're not thinking about them. And they're gonna start thinking, I want to reach out to them. I want to offer them a job, if this is in relation to manifesting a job, or it might be in relation to a relationship. I want to ask them out. I want to contact them. Or if you're dealing with someone specific, you're thinking about someone specific, they start thinking about you and wanting to reach out to you. Just because they have not yet done anything, or you have not seen it visibly, it's still happening when you're doing the work. The more you affirm, the more you're activating that. The more you affirm, the more you're activating that. It has to happen. Now, why don't you get it right away? Why don't you get that response right away from them? It's because what's going on predominantly within your subconscious mind. And so you must persist in saying the affirmations so that that story, the old story, goes away and the new story becomes the dominant story. And even before it becomes dominant, like more dominant than the old story, you start seeing visible signs. But you need to persist. You cannot affirm and then say, I don't see movement, I don't see movement, because you're negating the work you're doing, you're canceling it out. So even if you don't see anything, you just remind yourself that while I am affirming, something is happening in the background. That is enough for you to keep yourself going. And you see success stories all the time of people who said that when their SP reached out to them, they had been thinking about doing that for a while. When you got the job offer, they had been talking about you in the background for some time, talking about you being the person to hire. Or if you are manifesting more business for your business, you hear about a client saying, well, I've been wanting to reach out to you and sign up to work with you for some time. You see it all the time. So there is something happening in the background. Just because you don't see it does not mean it is not happening. So remind yourself, anytime I am affirming, law of thought transmission, anytime I am affirming, I am activating something within someone, whether it's someone you know that you're affirming for or someone you don't know, someone who is part of your manifestation, whether they are directly part of your manifestation or they're facilitating your manifestation. There is always movement happening in the background. You gotta stop saying there is no movement. You keep affirming and affirming, knowing that every time you affirm, you are activating something within that person who is somehow involved with your manifestation. Persist and remain consistent in doing the work. You will get it. This is a bit of tough love and reminder that everything is possible for you. You just keep persisting and you will get what you want. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then please hit the thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next video.